What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I've found perhaps the best example of how having an ideological North Star when you're creating any piece of art generally leads to it being very, very, very bad. This show claims it is the South Park of the right. That's right, the South Park. It's got to be, boy, that is an incredible claim. You're the South Park of the right. Okay, well, interesting take. Interesting take. I assume it's going to be pretty darn funny. I would hope so. I think South Park is very funny. I think South Park does a pretty good job of kind of playing both sides, but actually, most of the replies to this show are absolutely lambasting it. It has 6.1 thousand likes, and that's it. That's literally it. And the replies are an absolute mess. And we're going to get into all that after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, it's 2024. If you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out. And Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is never censored. Now, this is for the New Norm show, and I know some of my colleagues have already covered this, but I want to talk about why it's so bad. And it's because, well, quite frankly, it is the same problem that the left has. So when the left does woke Star Wars or woke She-Hulk or any of these type of shows that are, obviously political ideology first, and then, entertainment second, we are always talking about on this channel, get woke, go broke, it stinks. You don't have any good writing. You're just relying on terrible, lame jokes. On the nose this, on the nose that. Well, that applies to the right wing when the right wing does it too. When the Daily Wire, this isn't a Daily Wire production, but when the Daily Wire put out Burgum, I think it was called, or Bircham or something like that, it was already skewing a little bit towards like, we get it, like, ha ha ha, anti-woke. For example, Lady Ballers, too, right? Lady Ballers was a comedy that was meh at best. Most people that saw it didn't have to pay extra money to see it because they were already paying for Daily Wire, so that's fine. But the thing I don't like about, political television shows are the politics. Sorry, like television shows getting political. If I want to watch some sort of politics, then I will. You see a lot of these replies. This tweet was viewed 8 million times, 8 million impressions. The top reply, this sucks. It's like a cartoon designed for 50-year-olds that revolve around constant onslaught of Facebook memes or Facebook tier cringe political references that are too explicitly obvious to be funny. Justin Wang in here. Good job triggering all those libs in the replies. As an obvious joke, because there are no libs in the replies. It's all conservatives making fun of it. You can see utter terribleness. Give me something for the pain and let me pass. I like the laugh track. It lets me know when I'm supposed to laugh. Why is there a laugh track in a cartoon? I mean, this is all, I won't say like right-wing accounts, but I'll say, accounts that would normally, this is who they thought this was for. So everybody on the left is making fun of it. Then you got Chris in here he's a lefty. He's making fun of it. Like literally, I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but this show is literally written for these folks. I think every show kind of has an audience or whatever. Everyone involved in making this should be deported, especially Dave Rubin. And I don't see Dave Rubin sharing this, but like it is a cartoon apparently that he's involved in, and it is just terrible. It's terrible on every level I can imagine. It's like an obvious ripoff of what is it, All in the Family or something like that. And the jokes that it has are just so bad. Oh, so let me set this up. The premise of this is this Archie Bunker ripoff guy is on an ankle monitor because he made fun of the school district for being woke.
What's that?
Oh, get it, guys? Get it? Because Bud Light. Get it? Get it? Because Bud Light? Get it?
Progress. It's the new norm.
So then they have an AI-generated intro song.
Yeah.
Warning, warning, perimeter reached.
Ugh. It's your fault I got house arrest.
You're the one who threatened the school board.
I gently suggested
Yelled.
they stop brainwashing my daughter that girls aren't girls and men aren't men.
Sometimes they're neither. Or
Why is there a laugh track? This is so weird.
both. Or furry and dressed like dogs.
Ow! Janice! What's that?
Warning, offensive.
Actually, that is one of my pronouns. Also they, them, and me.
Aha! Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It's so funny, the pronouns thing.
Or non-binary?
How do you know that word?
I learned it in school.
That's why I'm locked up.
Norm, the judge agreed to conditional parole.
What condition?
Where's my room?
Oh my goodness, they brought a Wookiee to live with him and reprogram him. Now, again, look, I don't want to be too rough on it. I think it is criminally unfunny. However, it's not like, I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it sure isn't anything I'm going to be carving out time to watch. It's just too on the nose. And it's because they went into it with the idea of like just basically hitting every stupid trope. Oh, he's got a black friend who's a Washington Redskins fan. Get it? Because the Redskins had to change their name.
Re-educate, Norm.
In non-bonery studies.
Oh, golly. Got him.
I'm allergic to dogs.
It's okay. Billy is an emotional support dog. And non-binary.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, 2 references of non-binary in the first 2 minutes. Look, when people want to, escapism, when they want escapism, they don't want to run to a show that's exactly like, it's like people ask me what kind of YouTube videos I watch. Usually meat eater, outdoor shows. I'll watch like, product reviews or things of that. I don't watch more political commentators. It's not like I don't sit and watch Tim Pool's videos, not because I don't like Tim or whatever, but because I've consumed my politics or my news by creating the video, much in the way that you're watching it, right? We're both like one-to-one involved in this. You're watching it, I'm creating it. We've both covered the topic. So when I move on past the point of where I want to consume news and I just want to relax, I don't want more news. I don't want more politics. I don't want more ideology, even if it's an ideology that I'm supposed to agree with. If you look at the quote tweets, it's even worse. I mean, you see like a lot of people saying, this is one of the more painful experiences I've had on this platform. platform just rapid fire bad jokes about wokeness. Meanwhile, South Park, I tried to look up who this is, by the way, because they're trying to find out who made it. So Tim tried to look up who made this, and it is all redactive for privacy. So who made this? Did right-wing companies try to make this? You know, why is Dave Rubin involved? Well, I guess he just give him, you know, he probably just took the check and didn't care about putting out together anything good. He's got to buy more babies, I suppose. But you know, like, I don't see anybody, like anybody. I guess there are some leftoids that are mad about it. You know, some leftoids are mad about it. But like, this is just bad. And you put Elon Musk in there. Why? You see this, you know, painfully cringe anti-woke cartoon starring Dave Rubin and featuring Elon Musk deemed one of the worst things ever made. It definitely is. TV shows on leftism, the cringiest, most unwatchable, nauseating trash ever created. TV shows on conservatism, somehow even worse. I actually don't disagree with that. These boomer right-wingers are all cringe because they don't do anything actually subversive. They just tickle their audience. There is good right-wing comedy in the web comic and podcast space. It tends to be a lot more irreverent and offensive, though. You see lead actor from Pixar Studio Soda says, by our logic, that is, Mr. Bertram was by far the least enjoyable, most grating thing I've ever watched for the show, but this is actually seeming worse. This makes me ache for subtlety and complex joke writing of Mr. Bertram, which, again, was not. I don't even, like, understand who this is for. South Park has edge. This has as much edge as uncooked sourdough. Between the Daily Wire's limp cartoon, this may as well be flushing money down the toilet. And by the way, they're asking for money, too. So I don't know who's in charge of it. It's very bad. Dave Rubin should be ashamed up and down. I'm sure the check was good or whatever, but yikes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.